Hello everyone, welcome to Felipe's Reviews. Today we're going to take a look at the latest LEGO Winter Village collection, the Elf Clubhouse. So this set contains 1,197 pieces and retail at 170 New Zealand dollars. And you get to build this lovely Elf Clubhouse. It also includes a Christmas tree build as usual, several accessories, 4 minifigures, and a new reindeer. This year, they're also using the new design of the packaging, which was introduced earlier this year. And today, I'm going to go through the Elf Clubhouse first, before we look at the individual small builds and the minifigures. And here is the Elf Clubhouse. You can see there are lots of details on the exterior. It is slightly smaller compared to the Gingerbread House of last year. And as usual, for the Reindeer Village collection, the house has an open back design. I like the design they used to create the Christmas lights on the exterior. The Christmas decoration over here is also very interesting, but it's a bit frustration to build because when you're building it, it kind of moves around, so it's pretty hard to get the perfect angle. And I really like how they designed the door over here, like using these pieces to create a door of this shape. And also, this is a very nice touch to create some snow outside the windows. You also get a small signpost with a few stickers. And I believe this is a place where the elves park the sledge and the reindeer. There are also some equipment on this side, but I really like the way they create this balcony for the telescope to look at the star. It's actually quite interesting how they create this angle. It's actually supposed to be like this, and then they've got this piece here to make it flat. You also get some side windows on both sides. And this is what it looks like at the back. On the first floor, there's the present wrapping stations. I particularly like the way they design the wrapping paper over here. There's not much interior space, but you do have a table and a few mugs and some waffles on this side. There's also a portrait, which is a sticker. The second floor is a bedroom with 3 beds, which you can put a minifigure or put the elves sleeping on the bed. And one of the action feature is integrated with the clock over here and also the 3 bed. So what happens is once it's turned to the right time, the black will flips and roll all the elves on the floor to wake them up. And as usual with all the Winter Village set, you do get a light brick. This time it's just a bedroom light. So if you press here, it will turn on the lights inside the bedroom. But I do feel this year the light brick is just there for the sake of it because, you know, on this side, if you turn the lights on, you don't see much. Compared to previous years, usually the light brick kind of integrate into a fireplace or somewhere that it makes sense to be lighted up instead of just lighting up a room. I do like how the designer are able to come up with different ways to build the roof, and especially like this year technique to create this very sharp angle. I actually enjoy building this area very much, especially the action feature. You can notice there's a gap here where you can put the waffle here and it will drop down to this column. You can see this piece is holding up the waffle, and if you move this piece, the waffle will drop onto the fry pan. And once it's ready, you can always get the waffle out from the fry pan. This is so smart. It's a very simple design, but a well-working mechanism, which probably you can create a tipping point type of game with the same technique. It's a very simple connection with the house. You can actually adjust the angle, but I personally prefer it stay this way because it makes the house looks better when you look at it from the front. And now we take a look at all the smaller builds that comes with this set. First, we take a look at the Christmas tree. The tree itself, what fascinates me is that how they come up with all the different techniques each year to create a different Christmas trees. However, I do feel the star is a bit too big for the size of the tree. And it's just a personal preference to have a clear star piece instead of a solid yellow star. And of course, it's not a Winter Village set without these small brick built presents. And you get a ship, I believe it's a pirate ship, a toy plane, a keyboard, and two presents this time. While I appreciate how it looks at this scale, I'm not really a fan of it because it start getting a bit boring because you get this every single year. Plus, toy plane like this you also get in some other sets, and also the fan calendar. And I can tell this is not the best design. I prefer the toy plane design that was featured in the Chinese New Year set this year. The pirate ship though is very well done. And it's always nice to get an extra printed keyboard piece. And you do get to build a workstation for the elf, which have a sticker on it, which shows you a screen of nice list to see who are the kids that were pretty nice during the year. They deserve a present. I like how they create this here for the keyboard. Originally, I thought it was a mouse like this, but actually it's supposed to represent a keyboard and the old school style desktop computer. And this is actually a pretty neat design that would be extremely useful if you want to create a old school style office. And now we're going to take a look at the reindeer and the sledge. The reindeer is actually the main reason I bought this set. It looks really nice. This part here is a rubbery material, and the deer itself is a hard plastic. With no legs articulation. Basically, it reuses the same mold which introduced in a Harry Potter set a year ago. And great to see they use this chain piece to connect to the sledge. The sledge itself can only fit one minifigure, and they use the candle flame pieces to create a throttle. I like the use of this piece here to create the side of the sledge, and for some reason, instead of the pearl gold color, this one actually looks really nice because usually looks a lot more darker, like this chain here or this piece here. I do feel the bottom here is a bit lazy, just using this piece instead of create some kind of style to make it look more realistic. But I do see they might have a challenge in terms of piece count. And instead of the flame piece, I also wish they used something with much more glittering effect because the slash supposed to be a bit more magical than just a pure flame. Now I'm really tempted to get a multiple of the reindeers to create a full-fledged reindeer sledge with Santa in it. And here are the 4 elves included in this set. You do get 4 different facial expressions, but the torso, the legs, and the head are all identical. And you get a secondary facial expression for 2 of the elves. And only one of the elves has a red scarf. So the headgear is one piece based in yellow. So the head itself is a print. You can see the coloring isn't that well done, at least in my set. And this is the 2020 Winter Village Elf Clubhouse. Overall, I like this set, but it's not the best Winter Village set. No doubt it looks nice, but I do prefer the looks of the Gingerbread House from last year. Even though it's a completely different house and theme, but that one gave me a better impression. It will be better if they include a few more elves. But I'm very happy the inclusion of the reindeer and the action features of the waffle cooker. And I'm not going to lie, I did enjoy the building experience overall because of various interesting techniques throughout the build. Despite some of the flaws, I still recommend this set to anyone who is collecting the Reindeer Village series, or you just want to have a set to celebrate Christmas because you really need a reindeer. Do let me know what you think about this set in the comment section below. If you like my video, be sure to check out my other videos and subscribe to my channel for more upcoming updates. I'll see you next time.